Happy Wednesday. Happy Mind Your Wednesday. Happy Mind Your 100th episode Wednesday. How about that? This is the 100th episode of Mind Your Wednesday. And I'm so super excited about it. 100 episodes. The only thing I can say is thank you. Thank you for all of those of you who have been along this with me for all 100 episodes. When I was asked about episode 91 and 92, someone brought it to my attention that I was coming up on the 100th episode. Like, it hadn't even registered to me. Even though I share the episode number each week, it didn't even dawn on me that I was that close to 100. And in talking with them about it, it was like, so what are you going to do? How are you going to acknowledge? How are you going to celebrate? That's a huge thing. And I'm like, yeah, it is. I said, I don't know. Let me think about it. So I go into this full thought pattern. I'm a creative. So my mind kind of went all over the place with what I could do. Now, I love me a good photo shoot. So that was like the first thing. I said I could get a t-shirt, which I did do that. I could get the balloons and do a photo shoot, or I could do this whole little marketing thing and start putting out little snippets every week, and I was like, after a while, it started not to feel right. And even a couple of days ago, we were talking about it. It's like, well, you decided what are you going to do for your 100th episode? It's this week. And I was like, you know what? No. I said, everything that I thought I would want to do, it didn't feel right. And my reply was, I'm just kind of in this space in my life. If I don't feel it, I don't force it. And I realized I was trying to force myself to do something that hadn't really been a part of the process up until this point. Like, a lot of you don't see the behind the scenes, if you will, of how I prepare before coming and doing the videos that I share with you every week. So even in trying to do that, it was different than what I would normally do. And now I tried for a little bit to force it, but it just didn't feel right. And I didn't want to present something to you that wasn't authentically me. So I didn't force it. So think about times in your life where you're really not feeling it and you try to force yourself to do it anyway. And then on the other side of you forcing it, you either feel convicted, you feel like you wasted your time, or even you did it and you had an attitude about it the whole time, when you should have just said, no, I'm not really feeling that right now. That's not part of my journey today. And just say no and not try to force it. Now, let me clarify for some of you that are saying, well, sometimes you should push yourself out of your comfort zone. You should do things because sometimes that's fear. Now, I'm not talking about that. That's a whole nother situation or conversation. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that little nudging that you get that tells you probably shouldn't say something. That nudging that you get that doesn't feel right if you're going somewhere and you be like, yeah, I probably shouldn't go there. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. But that part of you that that just doesn't feel like, maybe I shouldn't do that. Don't do that part. That part. If you're not feeling it, don't force it. Right? So, in things that I didn't force, I was feeling. So everything that I did create or want to offer for this 100th episode, it's in celebration of this 100th episode, some of it I was feeling. and I didn't have to force it. I just kind of created. And that thing was the Mind Your Wednesday journal. Now, I've been coming again for 100 episodes, and actually next week, which is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, would mark 2 years of Mind Your Wednesday. Well, that's a whole nother conversation. I know you're thinking, how we go from 100 episodes to 2 years? We lost some weeks somewhere. Now, I'll probably tell you before the year is out what happened to those few weeks, because that's a whole testimony in and of itself. But this came out, and this was something I didn't have to force. I was feeling this. So this is the Mind Your Wednesday journal that I created. And essentially it's just a journal. Now, when I come on every Wednesday, I do want to provide you not only encouragement, but something to think about, something to cause you to think about what you're thinking about or how you're thinking about something. Now, I love to journal, and I know a lot of you do as well. So this is the Mind Your Wednesday journal by Tracy Ann. And essentially, it's just a journal. It's my journal, but it's a journal. And a few of the pages have quotes. I'm going to see if I can find one. There's one. Along the way, I have quotes. What does this one say? You cannot become what we want by remaining what we are. Now, isn't that something to be mindful about? So, and there's several throughout the journal. So, if you continue to embark along this process of minding your Wednesday with me, grab a journal. Now, I do want to gift several journals. Now, I can't do 100. Now, I know you're thinking, it's the 100th episode. She's going to do 100 journals. No, I will do 10. I will sew 10 journals. How can you qualify to be one of the 10? Glad you asked. First thing you have to do is simply comment on this video, whether you're watching on Instagram, whether it's on Facebook, or actually on the YouTube channel. Comment. Second, like it. Third thing, share it. Fourth and final thing, if you're not already a subscriber on the YouTube channel, subscribe. If you are already, hey, you just got 3 other things to do to qualify. So I'm going to choose 10 people out that does all 4 of those things, and I will sew a journal into your life, because I want us to continue to be mindful and be present in the moment that we have with our loved ones and our family and our friends. So first thing you have to do, like the video, comment on the video, share the video, and be a subscriber on the YouTube channel. And you can qualify. I'll tell you who the 10 people are next Wednesday, which would be the day before Thanksgiving. And I drop them in the mail. Hopefully you won't get caught in the beginnings of the holiday season shipping and mailing, but I just want to sew that into at least 10 people's lives. Now, I probably will offer them for sale at some point, but I'll tell you guys about that a little bit later. So, what are we taking from this 100th episode? If you're not feeling it, don't force it. Guys, again, thank you for coming along with me thus far. 100th episode. It'll be 2 years next week. We're eventually going to make a little turn. I kind of share what that new thing is going to look like a little later. But as I always tell you guys, if nobody has told you that they love you today, I love you, I love you, I love you. Be a great day.